bitch.
We lie, we cheat,
We
we
bitch.
steal. Mama, see now, we got that passion that's lasting long.
Hey guys, welcome to We Lie, We Cheat, We Bitch, episode number 3. So let's talk about Raw that was in the UK. Hell yeah, just down the road in Manchester. And We Lie, We Cheat, We Bitch was in attendance. Dan, what was the atmosphere like?
Well, one of us was anyway. Electric, as ever, in the UK. I think that was my 6th live show in the UK.
Nice.
Atmosphere, brilliant once again. Especially when Triple H come out at the beginning.
I thought that was a strong opening.
That was cool, like the Authorities music hitting. The amount of people bowing to him. In the
Really?
lyrics, it's like, bow down to the king.
Nice.
Like, the crowd were just doing that.
Great.
Which was really good. And obviously the announcement for the WWE title tournament.
Yeah, of course. It was such a great episode to have in England because, you could think of it like whenever they leave England, it's just like going to be a sideshow attraction. Sorry, no, whenever they leave England, whenever they leave America, it's going to be like Raw light, if anything. Yeah. Because a lot of the talent
in the past,
yeah, which the big talents, they aren't going to come. Why should they? But in this specific case, we had no champion, so the world is pretty much waiting to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, how WWE going to react.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's cool they done this. They started the tournament, or they announced it and started it there and then over here as well, which is obviously good. Obviously, before we get to the tournament, let's go to the promo with Triple H and Roman Reigns. What did you think of that promo?
Okay, I thought it was a strong way to start because there's no other way to start. I guess you kind of have to address it straight away. Seth is injured, right? He's gone. And I love the fact that, they still acknowledge Seth is the man. Well, Triple H acknowledged he is the man, but he's not the WWE champion.
I'll just say on that note, the crowd, when it was so loud in the arena, acknowledging Seth as champion, chanting "Thank you, Seth! Thank you, Seth!"
That was brilliant.
It was on telly, but it was
only
so,
the thank yous.
It was so loud in the arena. So they definitely toned it down a bit on telly, but he was definitely recognised.
That's so good, man.
Champion.
How many people have you heard thank you chants for? Like only the legends.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. The last time okay, fine. Taker, Hell in a Cell, right? Just now, but that's because he's like.
That's because he's a legend.
Dead. Yeah, he's really old now.
Yeah, exactly. No, it was like it was a legend retiring, or it was sort of like someone died in a way that thank you, Seth.
Exactly.
Thank you, Seth. Like it's like he's never coming back, but no.
It feels like at this moment in time.
Yeah, it does.
Much, yeah.
It sucks without him massively. And I was talking to the guy I went up there with. Shout out to Ian if you listen. And in the car, he just kept saying, "I'm talking about Seth Rollins like he's dead." Like that is actually what it feels like because we're not going to see him for ages.
It is strange because these guys are wrestling 5 nights a week. We read about him all the time, and for a fact like this guy's wrestling. But in terms of wrestling, 9 months or 6 to 9 months is ages.
Absolutely,
absolute ages.
Absolutely, it could even be longer. But the injury in the knee is such an awkward thing.
Yeah, and
it's used in pretty much every move. It could even be longer for him than 9 months, unfortunately. The last thing they want to do is rush, or he wants to do is rush himself back.
Exactly.
He needs to be
even though WWE probably going to try and do that.
Yeah, probably will, but you know what Vince is like. But anyway, let's
move back to the promo.
Let's move on because we spoke about Seth last week.
I thought, it was great. I loved what he was trying to do, make Roman the new guy, like the new. Like, what did Triple H say? Be my man.
And that was so funny.
Yeah, that's quite funny.
When they said that, the crowd were trying, that sounds gay. That sounds gay.
No way. You can't hear that on TV.
Yeah, so it was really edited, the crowd. It was, don't get me wrong, it wasn't the whole arena, but there was a good section singing that sounds gay.
Nice. But I mean, I felt Triple H, I felt the company handled that in the right way. I think they put too much effort into Reigns being the face, the new face.
Yeah.
All of a sudden to just flip it around and change everything. I thought maybe they wouldn't do that. Maybe it's too risky right now. But I enjoyed it. It was the first time I watched the entire opening segment from beginning to end in quite a few Raws.
Really? God, I love the opening segment. It's one of the best bits.
I feel like they go on a little bit too long sometimes.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Isn't it like 20 minutes long?
Possibly. But then you've probably got a break in there as well somewhere. But
that's what I'm saying. So, I mean...
But yeah, no, I enjoyed the opening segments. I did think this was good. And I think, as well, if you think, when did Rollins' injury happen? Last Wednesday? Thursday? One of the days. And obviously Raw has been rewritten and everything. I thought Triple H was so good on that mic as well. Like, and you could sort of, it sort of felt personal what he was saying about Roman Reigns. You have everything. You're big. You're powerful. You're great or whatever, but you just don't have that ability to do anything to be the champion. And you could probably see that's
probably exactly what happened.
Yeah, like behind the scenes, and when they did actually choose Rollins to be the man rather than Reigns, that was probably the legitimate reason why. So it sort of felt quite
pro
real
wrestling
in a sense. Yeah.
101, blur the lines between reality and kayfabe. Yeah. And I mean, if you want to look at that in that way, it's brilliant.
But so I thought that was really good. But Reigns, what do you think? New heel, Reigns?
I don't see it happening, to be honest.
You don't?
I would love for it to happen.
Yeah.
Because I feel...
it's not really expected, in a
Yeah.
sense. So that would be good. But the only other one I can think of is Dean Ambrose.
Of course. That would
be... either one of them will be a ridiculously good heel. But I think Reigns needs it more, because just to get him over with the crowd.
Yeah. How was the crowd reactions when his music hit for the first time on that night?
Mixed. There was a lot of boos, definitely a lot of boos. Right. But it was mixed. There was cheers, boos. It was sort of a Cena reaction in the sense it was kids cheering and adults booing. Even though I was cheering because I'm a fan of Reigns.
Of course, right.
But it's mixed.
But you can see why though, like why I'm hesitant to keeping him as the baby face. Mm-hmm. Just that, okay, I get it. It's mixed, whatever. It's going to happen, right? Yeah. But we, majority of fans like us, we hate Cena, right? Yeah. So fans are mixed.
Cena's character, we'll put that there. The way WWE's not.
Cena's character, we love Cena. Yeah. But the fact is, he's heading down that same path.
That's the problem. That's why he needs the heel turn more than Ambrose does. Ambrose is over, no matter what he does. Yeah. But Reigns needs it, I think. But I don't think it's going to be Reigns. It'd be great if it is.
Oh man. Anyway.
But we'll do our second Twitter poll on that.
Right.
So at the end of the show, we'll remind you. But after this show, once it's uploaded and everything, we'll do a Twitter poll. Who would you like to be as the new main heel? Roman Reigns or Dean Ambrose?
Right. I'll tell you right now, Roman Reigns.
Yeah.
But guys, we'd love to hear from you.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely. Let's move on though. This sucked massively.
The ending of the promo.
When he's like, obviously you can't decide now or whatever, maybe to start the tournament off, your match is now Roman, so don't go anywhere, and then the Big Show music hits.
But before you continue, I thought it was a strong promo. It ended off with, "Welcome to the back of the line." I loved that.
Yeah,
I was so pumped.
Yeah.
And like you said, Big Show's music hit.
Yeah.
What was it like in the arena?
It was not a good reaction.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think there was any cheers. It was just like, oh, this guy again. Oh, this match again. How many times have we seen this match this year? There was some very, very funny chants which were edited out. Yeah. There was "You fat bastard."
No.
You fat bastard. You fat. Boring. Them chants. To which I don't know if it was on the on Raw actually. Big Show picked up the mic and was talking trash to the crowd, saying about, "Oh, I'm so boring," blah blah blah.
That's crazy. Crazy.
Even that was really lame because it didn't really make sense what he said anyway. I can't even remember what he said. There you go. And but also the best chant of the night for Big Show was, the "Feed me more."
Right. Yeah.
Well, the crowd was singing, "Feed me salad, feed me salad." Sorry, "Feed him salad, feed him salad." So that was brilliant.
Poor guy though, but you say you love Kane, and I respect him tons for to keep going all these years, right? I put Big Show in the same class. Yeah, okay, fine. his move set has just like gone down, and he's not as.
He hasn't got a good character though. That's the problem. Like Kane's still got this whole mystery to him,
Right,
and
okay.
he's still a demon, and he can do anything really. But
Big Show's always been Big Show.
Big Show's not gone, and yeah, he's. You can say Kane's not gone anywhere in a few years, but at least he's changing up. You've got Corporate Kane, Demon Kane, and a split personality. There's always something going on with Kane, where Big Show's just there, and you're just like, yeah, I respect the guy. He was brilliant, but now it's like, retire, please. Like,
Really?
Yeah, I really feel like, please retire.
Shit.
Every time he comes on screen, it's like, oh.
Okay, well, put
Not
it this
again.
way, right? I really enjoyed Big Show back in the Ruthless Aggression era. Right?
Yeah.
And there was more the fact because Brock Lesnar was kicking everyone's ass back then. But what, as a kid watching the Ruthless Aggression era, looking back at it, what made me appreciate someone's strength was the Big Show. Big Show was the measuring stick.
Mm.
And whenever I saw Big Show, I was like, shit, these guys are massive people.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. But of course, you look at actual pro wrestling. If I had to rewatch all that, would I really have the same appreciation? I'm not sure. Like, I don't think he ever was a great professional wrestler, was he?
I don't know. I liked him back then as well, but
Who did he chokeslam? I think it was either his WCW debut or his WWE debut, and he delivered one of the best chokeslams I've ever seen. And now it's like he's not even trying to pick the guy up.
Yeah.
I mean, like, try to. Just at least pretend to do it. Like, the guy has to do all the jumping.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you one person who really sells a chokeslam from Big Show, and that's Brock Lesnar, and also The Rock, maybe.
Yeah.
Just Lesnar's height he gets when he jumps, to the way he kicks his legs out. It's amazing. But sorry, continue.
But yeah, so it was obviously a bad reaction to Big Show coming out. And I sort of feel a bit sorry for Roman Reigns in the sense of what can he do himself to help himself get over against an opponent like Big Show?
Right.
I thought that it was a lame match. Like when you're there, it's like, please just hurry up and end. Like we don't want to see this. But to be fair, I thought Reigns performed well, like considering he was against a Big Show. So, but as I said, it's hard for him to get over when they give him stupid opponents like that. I don't know what you think about that.
Yeah. Okay, I can see your point. Okay, so if he's fighting someone like Ziggler, and Ziggler is selling everything like he usually does, and makes it look 10 times better than what it is.
But then that sort of actually probably sounds like, Reigns needs someone.
Okay, fine. Maybe that can be seen that way. Okay, let me look at it another way. Reigns, I think he's good in ring, right? I find him excellent, right? But I think his promos are a bit weak. Yeah,
his mic skills need to improve massively. Definitely.
I don't know what it is, but I can't. It's like, he talks every time he's in the mic. Like, I don't know whether he's overdoing it. He's overdoing his character. That's how I feel. Like, you look at someone like Seth Rollins, right? He is this rat sellout guy, pretty much what he was, right?
Yeah.
And he was screaming like a little annoying bitch who was just like, I want this, I want that, and that was great. I think it worked. It absolutely worked. Same with Ambrose. He's insane and whatever. He can do anything he wants, and he's seen as insane. That's fine. But you get Reigns, he needs to try and be a macho man kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
But when he's on the mic, he's like, yeah, you know me, believe that.
It does feel a bit like you can do more than that. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean. I don't really like listening to him on the mic either. It's sort of he actually sounds very scripted, doesn't he?
You're right.
If that makes sense. I think that's my problem.
Apparently they are, according to like WrestleZone and stuff, they are scripting his promos, which is not helping.
No, they need to give him a bit of a leeway of, all right, go out there and do what you need to do to get over.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's quite a bit on Reigns there. Anyway, the WWE title tournament. So we both agree, great idea.
Right.
Why wasn't, and they refer to this later in the show, New Day members? Why the hell was no New Day member, not even one, in that tournament? When you got Big E, Kofi, Xavier Woods, yeah, I know, but Kofi or Big E, probably Big E. Why is he not in that tournament? Bearing in mind, New Day are so over at the minute.
Yeah, it's crazy.
They got a massive pop. Actually, while we're on New Day, when we left the arena, there was cars coming out of car parks and just driving up the road, and they were beeping the horns to New Day. Right, there's so many cars doing it. Yeah, it's brilliant. We could hear it for we was about what, a mile and a half away in our hotel.
Jesus.
And like during that walk, we could just hear it all the way home. Like,
that's brilliant.
Day rocks. It is well good. Really good.
That is good.
But why not throw one of them in a match, in a tournament match?
Maybe they just felt there's no place for him.
Yeah, I mean they gave him a match, another 6-man tag match, and it's just like just let them do something a bit different, especially against the Usos as well. Like I'm bored of them already. They've only been back a week, yeah. And that was the same sort of feeling in the arena on Monday night, because you can see the Usos coming out before their entrance because they start on the stage,
right.
And people were like, Usos. And it's just like, and I've only been back a week.
Exactly. You know what, man? That's before we started this podcast. I think maybe about a year ago we had this discussion of, are they doing the same matches too much?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we keep talking about how much talent they have.
Yeah.
You know, why abuse the stars in the sense of like giving them too much exposure? Oh man, I was reading an article just this week about, I want to say it was Daniel Bryan who mentioned it in an interview somewhere, but it was more the fact that
I think I know what you're going to say. Yeah, I think it was Bryan.
He said that back in the day, the wrestlers had the problem of being there was not enough exposure for them and their character, but now the risk or danger they have is overexposure.
Yeah.
And like you said, I mean, you mentioned how many. Each podcast we do, someone already had that match with someone else, and we bitch and moan about how many times we can see that again.
We've said it, I think, 2 weeks running about the Divas.
Yeah.
That was definitely in the first one where we kept seeing the same 6 Diva tag match.
Yeah. But, this is already we spoke about Reigns and Big Show.
Yeah. Seen that a million times this year already.
And now New Day and in a 6-man tag or whoever, man, it's just frustrating. Definitely,
man. While we're at the title tournament, Tyler Breeze, he's obviously been on Raw.
Right.
That's on Raw. You don't really like him. I'm not keen on his character either. But
just his gimmick.
It's the why put him in that match? He's gonna, like, for him not to win as well, because it's sort of, we're bringing this new guy up from NXT. Oh, he's lost. It's like why throw him in the tournament? Why? What are they doing? Against Dean Ambrose as well, because Ambrose is not going to win that match, is he?
Exactly.
So he's on a hiding start. Don't get me wrong. I said last week I'm not keen on Tyler Breeze, his gimmick, but being there, I've realised he's a great wrestler. So the gimmick's probably got to really grow on me, but he looked good with Ambrose, definitely. He looked gorgeous.
Oh no. Well, you know what? You got to look at it this way, right? We pretty much in an era where mainstay stars, I'll always go back to Ziggler, right? Well, you know, even the main eventers like Cena are going down to the part-timers, right? So, you know, as the audience, we're used to seeing people lose.
Yeah.
Big stars losing. So why not do it with the younger talent? Something new.
Yeah. So
everyone's going to have to learn the ropes at some stage. That's probably what they're selling to the kids.
Yeah.
Obviously, people like us, we're just like, why do that?
It's just, I think, though, if you want to bring someone through and hype him up, it's hard to give him momentum by him losing.
That's true.
Well, it depends what sort of match it is. If it's a great match, like say Kevin Owens versus John Cena. I know Owens won his first
that was brilliant, actually.
But even if Owens lost that match, he would have still been over, and he would have his momentum because it was such a good match anyway. But I think it's just, I thought Tyler Breeze in the tournament is.
But do you think it was a great match because of the Cena star power?
Possibly.
That's why I feel people look at it as a great match. Not that both of them didn't perform extremely well above average.
Yeah.
Just that okay, look at the attention or interest you gave that match over something like Tyler Breeze and Dean Ambrose. What if it was Tyler Breeze and John Cena?
Yeah, actually, I'll take that back. When I said possibly, in answer to your question, I'm going to say no. I actually thought that was a great match because Kevin Owens gave it everything,
Right.
and he brought stuff we'd never seen out of John Cena as well, like some moves he was doing as well. So not just because Cena was in that match. That was a very good match, not just because of Cena.
So let's go to a fan like me then, who's going to say I'm going to pay more attention to a new guy fighting Cena because it's just more interesting. How many new guys fight Cena like in the first pay-per-view kind of title match, whatever?
Yeah, not for their debut.
And for a title as well.
Yeah. Well,
that wasn't for a title.
That wasn't for
Sorry,
a title,
incorrect. No. That wasn't for a title, but it led on to
that
title
was just
matches.
champion versus champion because Owens was NXT champion then.
Yes.
But
sorry. Side note.
Yeah.
Since we are talking about titles, or since we brought it up, Alberto Del Rio is being allowed to wrestle for a title in like the promotion he was at before coming back to.
I think he's the current title holder in that promotion, so now he needs to go and I think I'm right in this. I think he needs to go and drop the title. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. It's amazing how they've let him just. There's actually talk. Did they actually let him sign with WWE, or did he just go ahead and do it?
Right.
But I don't know. It isn't really burnt bridges if they're letting him come back to drop the title rather than strip him. But yeah, I want to talk about a title later on in the show anyway. But so title tournament. Do you know what else really wound me up about the title tournament?
That is
Cesaro. Okay.
What about Cesaro?
Because we're going to go on to that match in a minute. He faced Sheamus.
Okay.
And obviously, that was a really good match actually. I think we saw how good a wrestler Sheamus is as well in that match. Right. But Cesaro won that match. But if you look at the title tournament bracket, who's he face next? Roman Reigns.
Right. Yeah.
Who's winning that match? So it's like, Cesaro's going to get pushed. No, he's facing Reigns, who's going to be in the final four. But unless they swing it this way, Cesaro swing it. If they swing it, and imagine if Cesaro wins, is that then the cue for Reigns to turn heel and be like, I'm no longer in a title picture.
Oh, okay.
Triple H, yes, I'm your man.
I do not see that happening at all.
No. But
I want it to happen. I want that to happen. I mean, they could be as creative, like you say. Like, that would be great. But, WWE, but they're not going to fucking do that.
No, that's me just hoping. Maybe
it's a good thing to do though. Be optimistic. Optimistic.
Try to be optimistic.
Oh man, Cesaro. I think he deserves the push.
And he got an amazing reaction.
Yeah.
Huge.
Speaking of the Cesaro section signs, were they actually given out at the arena, or did people bring them in?
I don't know, but I think people bring them in.
Really?
Because WWE don't really want Cesaro to be over.
They don't want
him not over. They don't really want him to be really, really cheered. And I've read that on loads of different websites.
I think it's backstage politics?
Maybe. I don't know. And they did quieten down. They edited the sound again and they quietened it down. It was so loud when Cesaro came out. He had such a pop. And there was loads. Sake. They showed a little bit of the Cesaro section. I think it was behind.
They didn't show much.
No, there was loads of. All over the arena, Cesaro section signs and everything. So it wasn't just that little section that they showed. But every time he comes to Europe, he gets such a big pop. And
it's not only that, to be honest. I think like I watched a lot of other people online on their YouTube channels and stuff, and they just say push Cesaro. There's one guy I was watching who was at a Raw taping recently, and he was mentioning. I mean, he was showing off these Cesaro sections that he still had, and he was saying how he had such a massive pop, and he was also questioning why aren't they pushing this guy?
He's a great wrestler.
He's powerful as well. Like, don't get me wrong, you listening to this podcast, you might think, only like these massive behemoths that come in the ring, but like I don't see Cesaro as this massive guy. I see him as someone who's athletic, who can do some moves like you'd expect Seth Rollins or.
Look at the height he got on that drop kick when Sheamus was on the turnbuckle. He was sitting on the top rope,
I actually can't remember.
and Cesaro just hit him with his drop kick, got him in the face, and he got so much height on it, and it was just like everyone was like, "Oh shit!"
He's great.
He's
great.
a brilliant wrestler.
And also, what about I can't remember if he did it in this match, but when he suplexes people from the outside, or when he, he's inside the ring.
Yeah.
But he does it on the ropes and not the corner.
Yeah.
I mean, the strength, even like you can't have the guy helping you that much. I just feel like he does moves that amazes people. I mean,
he's a strong guy. He's a great performer as well, and I'd love to see him. That would be great actually if he does beat Reigns, and then Reigns, like what I just mentioned, says yes to Triple H. That would be really good, but it's not going to happen.
One last thing about Cesaro, I hate his intro music.
I do.
Hate it.
It'd be nice if they change that a bit. Yeah, it's quite annoying.
Hate it.
But at least you know, it's one of them typical entrance music though. Like like Austin, the glass smashing. It's like Austin.
I thought the same thing.
Yeah. And then as soon as you hear like, he starts Cesaro. Like I don't know, it's a bit of an impact.
End it there. Don't just keep going on and on. Do you know what it reminds me of? Scott Steiner's intro.
Scott Steiner. Yeah.
Oh Jesus Christ! It was slow as well. I was like, oh, shut up.
Oh man, but what about in that match as well? Wayne Rooney.
Oh man,
highlights
of my Raw, to be honest. Highlights of Raw for me. I don't know about you.
Yeah.
Even though you're the bigger football fan.
Yeah. No, it was very funny. I will say though, with Wayne Rooney when he appeared on the big screen in the arena on the Tron, he was booed. When they introduced our soccer player, Wayne Rooney, and he was booed hugely. Bearing in mind it's in Manchester, there's probably more Man City fans there than Man United fans. But yeah, he got booed hugely. It's so funny. And I'll tell you what else happened there. Little kids were singing "Let's go Rooney," and the adults were like "Rooney sucks." That was really loud as well.
Wow.
I don't think that was on. I think they edited that out as well.
Man, I like Rooney. I think he can be a dick at times on the football pitch. He's too aggressive or whatever. But this is not a football podcast. But I still like the guy's attitude when it comes to football itself. So when I see him at a WWE event, I'm like, holy shit. I mean, of course, he didn't really care. Yeah. But, it was for his kids or whatever. And obviously there's some sort of payment, money or whatever.
Of course, yeah, a little.
But I thought it was cool.
Yeah.
I mean, not everyone's going to say, like every celebrity is going to say yes to WWE.
Yeah.
I guess in America, Rooney's not that big, right? Obviously.
Don't know. Probably is quite big, yeah.
But obviously here in England, it's a massive thing to see. I wish they did more of that. WWE. If every time they came here, they had a big UK celebrity.
They had it a few years ago with Jose Mourinho, didn't they? With Shane.
That was not a few years ago. That was a long time ago.
That probably was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, it probably was.
But that was a really good character. That guy's personality just suits wrestling, man.
What do you think, though? It was so funny when Wade Barrett, or King Barrett, when he was saying about, I would call you into this ring, Rooney.
The best.
But I don't want you to do that in front of your boy, and you'll see how much of a failure you are. But let's face it, he sees that every time he steps onto a football pitch.
I thought that was brilliant.
Rooney's having a shit season as well, man. So,
exactly.
So
exactly.
That was brilliant. Everyone was like, ooh.
Man, I thought, you see, that's the thing. Barret is so good on the mic. He's so good on the mic. And I like him in the ring as well. Maybe not the best finisher. His, what does he call it? Does he call it the hammer? What hammer?
Oh, the bull hammer or something.
That's a bull hammer or something. I'm just like, no, I'm not feeling that move. I even preferred, was it Wasteland?
Yeah. I like that move. I like his finisher.
I love Barrett's personality. I don't know whether that joke was scripted or not, but I thought it kicked some ass. Whoever came up with it, and even
it probably was from him in a sense. And whether he said to WWE, I want to say this to Wayne Rooney, or because they've had a bit of over the last, I don't know how many months. I think beginning of the year they've had a bit of a Twitter thing going on, Rooney and Barrett, because Rooney dived to get a penalty against Preston, who Barrett supports, and then Rooney went on and scored a penalty. So it went on from there, where they're like, and I think Barrett called Rooney out. Oh, why don't you go into WWE? So that's where it's escalated from.
What?
I think it was yesterday, obviously the day after Raw. when they had Wade Barret went to Old Trafford to do the tour.
Right.
And he's sitting next to like Rooney's shirt, like giving it a dirty look. Like, so where's Wayne Rooney then? He's in hiding and stuff like that. So that was
great
funny.
angle then. Great angle.
But it was good. The little slap as well from Rooney.
Even though that looked slightly pussy, I thought.
The way Barrett just went down.
The actual slap on TV, it did not look as good as the. I don't know whether you saw, but there was a mobile footage of someone in the crowd.
Right.
Behind Rooney.
Yeah.
And when he hit Barret there, it just looked so much funnier than it did on TV. It just looked so much funnier. And that was brilliant. I mean, I thought from just to have Rooney ringside for that match, to have Sheamus and to have Wade Barrett out there, it gave that extra bit of edge to the match.
Yeah, definitely. And as well, I've got to say, next to Wayne Rooney was Darren Fletcher, who used to play for Man United. They didn't even just acknowledge him, and it's obvious being there. Like everything was focused around Wayne Rooney, and you think that guy is a Premier League footballer as well. Like just acknowledge him. I think they did on commentary, but still, there's nothing. Ryan Giggs was there as well.
And can I please mention this? JBL posted that picture on Twitter of Ryan Giggs,
Darren
Fletcher, and Wayne Rooney, right? Before Raw. So I was checking what JBL was tweeting.
Yeah.
And this guy posted that picture. I'm like, well, that kind of spoils stuff for me.
I don't know, because do you expect them to be?
Is it a promotion to watch? Okay, fine.
No, not even in that sense, because they do have, I think, like at SmackDown tapings yesterday, Barrett had a lot of Preston players there, but they weren't on TV, sort of thing.
Right.
Like they weren't a part of the show
properly.
I
see what you're saying.
And when I went to SmackDown, when I snuck down to ringside to see Punk's match, I've got his name in again.
Nice.
There was loads of, when I was ringside there was a few Preston players in the crowd then, and they were never acknowledged on that show, but they were ringside as well. So
okay.
But yeah, so I don't think it was sort of a spoiler from JBL or anything like that.
But sorry, so before we move off, you said they didn't mention him, right? But JBL also didn't mention in his tweet. He just said, "Would legends of the game" or something. Ryan Giggs, Wayne Rooney, or whatever. Or I think he just said Wayne Rooney. And someone commented on it on Twitter saying, "I love how you mentioned just Wayne Rooney or whatever." And then he was like, "Also Giggs and Fletcher too," or something.
Right.
He's like, "I was just typing fast." I was like, "Okay."
Oh man, but no, it was good to see Rooney there. Obviously, he's there for his kids and a bit of money, probably.
Yeah,
but it was still good to see him there. Another good match. We'll quickly go over this bit. Paige versus Becky Lynch. Paige obviously got a massive pop. Massive pop, obviously, in England.
To be honest, it didn't sound that way on TV. I may be wrong, but it didn't sound that way on TV.
Definitely pretty big in the arena. But she had a backstage segment with Renee Young.
Right.
Them two have got really good chemistry, actually, when they're backstage, interviewing and stuff. But Paige, I can't remember what context it was in, but obviously she got in trouble not so long ago for planting the F-bomb on like a podcast or an interview or something, obviously representing WWE. Well, she done it on Raw where she planted a C-bomb, which is even worse. And obviously there was a few people PG, she's really stepped over the line. But do you reckon WWE let her do that in a sense of she's young, she's 23, that's sort of who she is. She didn't say the word.
Right.
But she said, something like, she basically said Becky's a C or whatever.
Okay. I'm going to mention Punk here, right? Okay. Do you remember once you told me, I think you were probably watching an interview with Punk once, or reading something with Punk, and he said he prefers the PG era because it gives him like a rope to play with or something, to that sense. Like he can push the envelope, push the boundaries, or whatever it was, and it is kind of interesting to him in that way, right? So I always see Paige as that kind of person, because of the whole anti-diva. Was it her that dropped a pipe bomb, inverted commas, pipe bomb the other day? And I kind of see her as an edgy anti-diva kind of thing. So I think she's playing the same cards as CM Punk did.
Yeah, maybe.
Try to push the boundaries, see how far she can get. that's my opinion on that.
Yeah.
Whether WWE let her do it, I don't know.
Well, I hope,
Don't think
even
so.
if they didn't, I hope they just let her go away with it. Don't.
You don't want to
Right.
suppress stuff like
No,
that.
exactly.
Because the kid's not going to know what she means.
No, it was edgy. And that's also one thing about New Day, actually.
Yeah.
When they said, "Everybody, get your horns out." That was so funny. That was brilliant. Because everyone was like, all the adults were like laughing, as an innuendo, and all the kids were just like doing the horn thing on their head, uniform thing, but they didn't have a clue. But that was brilliant.
Right.
But that match with Paige and Becky, I thought it was a really good match actually, and Becky Lynch got a good reaction from the crowd. Obviously, she's the face. She's Irish as well. And it was a dirty victory for Becky because they were both grabbing the tights, weren't they, as they're trying to roll up for the pin. And Becky had Paige, so she sort of like cheated to win in a sense. So they're telling the story really well with them two, I think. And does it open up? Because obviously Becky's now got a victory over the number one contender, Paige, for the title. Could they twist it as Survivor Series and make it a triple threat? I think that would be really good.
At all. I think it would be good.
Because then you sort of got three NXT divas in a sense fighting for the main divas title.
Which is exactly what the whole system is for.
Yeah, the Divas Revolution as well.
And then bring them up. And yeah, like you're saying.
Anyway, what I said earlier about going to a title, talking about a title
later
on the show.
Yeah, right.
This was the title I was going to talk about. Divas title. Now, NXT they refer to the Divas division as the women rather than Divas on NXT. So you got the women's champion.
Right.
Obviously, WWE used to be like that.
Yes.
So now I want them, and I think they should just ditch Divas Championship. Get rid of that stupid butterfly belt they've got, because that looks like a pile of shit. It looks like a kid's toy. Looks like they went and picked it up out of Toys R Us. And then they should bring back the Women's Championship, even if it's a new belt. Because imagine if Ronda Rousey comes in.
Yeah, I'm going to hold a butterfly belt.
A butterfly belt. I'm not saying she's going to go and win it, but say if she did go and win the title, she's going to hold a butterfly belt and be called the Divas Champion.
Yeah.
That's shit. That is so shit. So scrap Divas now. They're women. Look at these coming through NXT. Get rid of Divas. Just call them the women. You
know what? Interesting you mentioned Ronda Rousey. Did you see in I don't know, in the media recently?
Mm-hmm.
They were can't remember what interview it was that she was doing, but she pretty much name dropped WWE and saying stuff like, "This is what I want to do with the rest of my career. Basically, I want to be the best at everything."
And she said, "Best in WWE" and something like that.
Yeah. Now I can't remember if she mentioned she wanted to be the Divas champion, because I remember she did say she wanted to be the champion. Whether she mentioned Divas champion, but I mean, she's interested in doing stuff. I think it's just cool that she even acknowledges WWE.
Yeah.
As something massive that she wants to do.
Yeah, I mean, there's no beef between the companies anyway, UFC and WWE, is there?
No.
Because Stephanie McMahon was on a UFC program the other day doing an interview.
Really? I don't know all this.
Yeah, I think, is it, I don't really watch UFC. Is it UFC 193 or something?
I have no idea.
Yeah, she done an interview for that. I think even with a WWE logo,
wow.
and that was just from the picture I saw. But yeah, so.
Right, so I mean that's good. I mean, mainstream attention is always a good thing. Having someone like Rooney ringside as well, as I think even Sky News had it on.
Yeah, Sky Sports News was showing it and everything.
Yeah,
it's everywhere.
It's massive for, like, obviously in England, football kind of not controls the nation, but it is massive. So what can you do? So it's all good WWE.
Definitely. Back to one more thing I want to say about the Paige match with Becky.
Right.
The Paige's submission at the end on the announce table. That was fucking so good. And when Charlotte came out, I don't know the reaction on. Actually, I think they didn't edit this, but when Charlotte came out, she just got booed.
Really?
She came out, boo.
Oh, Paige, obviously, yeah.
Yeah, but still, it was like I don't know. It was good they didn't edit that, but. That move was sick on that announce table.
Oh,
that was really good.
I thought it was brilliant, and
the crowd were chanting through the table, but obviously that didn't happen. But it was still good.
Did you show your dad Rooney's segment?
Yeah,
Sorry, that was just in my head.
Yeah.
We both. I laughed so hard for it, and then I laughed again. And my dad, like, he doesn't really laugh much, and he was laughing so much for this Rooney segment. It was just amazing.
Excellent. He's a Man United fan, isn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so he found it hilarious.
Excellent. Anyway, the big thing at the end.
Right.
Obviously Bray Wyatt coming out. That was actually quite cool, talking about Bray Wyatt. They kept on Raw. You probably saw they teased like he was his entrance in the arena.
Right.
All through the night, they had like the mask on the screen, but then they'll show a thing of Survivor Series, like a clip of past Survivor Series with, or not actually Survivor Series, but Kane and the Undertaker.
Yeah, they're showing that on TV as well.
Everyone thought, the Wyatts. No, it's not the Wyatts. And then so that was quite cool. But Bray again, like he got a great reception in the arena. Good. The lights were the fireflies were insane, as they call them, and again another really good promo from Bray.
Right. I agree.
That was really good. But obviously, the brothers coming out.
Yeah.
The crowd obviously went insane when the first dong was there.
I can't imagine what it must have
and
felt
straight
like
away,
to be there.
Kane walking out next to the Undertaker. Straight away, this is what I mean about Kane with an interesting, he's got a interesting character. We was talking about Kane in the Big Show earlier. Straight away, it's like he's standing next to standing next to Undertaker. He's a main eventer. Straight away, he's relevant again. It was just great to see them both walking out together.
Exactly.
Kicking ass in the ring and leaving together.
Our best bit is the hands.
Yeah.
When they lift their hands together, it's just so good. Even it's just good. It's good.
Brilliant. But again, no, they said apparently, obviously we haven't watched SmackDown yet, but apparently at the tapings it was announced that it's. Remember last week we spoke about a 4v4 or a 4v2?
Yes.
It's a 2v2 at Survivor Series.
2v2?
Yeah, it's going to be obviously the Brothers of Destruction versus Bray Wyatt and a member of the Wyatt family.
Hopefully Strowman.
Hopefully, but what are they doing? This fucking Survivor Series. Do 4v4. Yeah. What the hell?
Does not make sense.
Are we going to have a Survivor Series match at Survivor Series?
They're not really promoting one.
Exactly. Why aren't they? What an opportunity. But then again, you can come to think, well, who can really team with the brothers?
Right.
But again, it's still not right, is it? It's not right. 2v2, you want to see it.
I think, honestly, thinking about it, this is one of the stupidest things WWE has done in a while. What is the point of that?
I don't know. Unless I've completely missed something. There is a Survivor Series match on the card, but I'm pretty sure there's not. But especially, even if there is.
Yeah, why is it not this?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, good God.
Because people were talking about who, obviously we spoke about who could partner the brothers.
Right.
And one person we didn't mention last week for an up-and-coming talent to partner them was Finn Balor. And there was a lot of talk about Finn Balor coming in to partner.
Would he just be like I wouldn't want him to be promoted, but I would like him just to appear at Survivor Series. That would be good.
Right, yeah. But they're actually talking about him teaming with the Brothers of Destruction.
Yeah, I would love that.
That would be cool, because especially in his gimmick, because again, where he's all painted up.
In the game, they reference it as the demon makeup. Like when you not makeup, but attire.
Right.
If you select him and you have, obviously you can choose his attire, and one is demon, and that's that crazy looking one where and it's beautiful entrance.
I still love the fact that I saw him
in the Indies, pretty much.
in a little school sports hall in Tunbridge Wells, I think it was. And he had that attire as well. It was
brilliant,
so good.
Brilliant.
And then 3 months later, it was signed by WWE. I remember telling you it well. I saw that guy 3 months ago. He was so cool. But talking of Finn Balor though, imagine if he was in that match. And again, this sort of gives you, we were talking about Tyler Breeze with momentum earlier, where he lost.
Yes.
So what would they do? You can't have Finn Balor going into Survivor Series and he pins, say, Bray Wyatt or something. People would be like, oh, for fuck's sake. Bring him through, but don't push him straight away like that.
Exactly.
Give him, I don't know, put him in a good match, but slowly build him up on Raw and pay-per-views. But that would have been interesting, but I think the 2v2 sucks.
Right.
with the brothers
I
versus the Wyatt.
completely agree with you on that. I think it was a perfectly good opportunity that they're just wasting.
Yeah, definitely. But unless they did have a match scheduled, and obviously it could have been 40 minutes or something. Where now they need to focus on the WWE title.
Yeah, and give that like all the, I guess, limelight.
Yeah, absolutely, man. But anyway, I think that's probably about it.
Yeah, I think we actually ran over
We've
today.
run over, yeah, definitely. But it's worth it though. We've got the go home show next week for Survivor Series. That'll be cool. Where they said Taker is appearing.
Good.
We'll talk about that next week, obviously. So to end then, don't forget about our poll about the new heel. So who would you like to see as a new heel? Roman Reigns or Dean Ambrose? I know who I want to see, and I think Raval does too. But yeah, so head to Twitter, We Lie Cheat Bitch, follow us there, take part in the poll, and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. We Lie, We Cheat, We Bitch. Talking of the poll, we didn't announce the winner of last week's one.
Right.
About who people would like to see partner the Brothers of Destruction. And
guys.
yeah, it was 50-50.
Really?
Yeah, so no contest there. It was a draw. It was a count out. So but yeah, head to our YouTube channel, We Lie, We Cheat, We Bitch, and follow us on Twitter, We Lie, Cheat, Bitch. Yeah, tune in next week when it's the Raw Go Home show. Cheers, guys.
See ya.
If you're not cheating, you're not trying.
We lie, we cheat,
We
steal.
bitch.
We lie, we cheat,
We
we
bitch.
steal. Mama, see now, we got that passion that's lasting long. Forehead is more than love with that Latin charm. One woman is